Okay, so lay down on the mat. Knees bent if you have any tension in the lumbar spine. Otherwise, legs straight and rolled outward. Roll the arms outward. Keep the hands on, keep the palm of the hand facing the sky. And keep the shoulder blades as much as you can flat onto the ground. Slide the shoulder blades over the waist and pull the back of your head away from the shoulders. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Relax your forehead, eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes, and then sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face. Unclench your jaw, and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders, arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra to vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, your groins. Relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and start observing every aspect of your breathing cycle. Which part of your body moves the most? Chest or belly? If both moves, which one at first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation, small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle: inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause. And even there, observe. If one of the 2 pauses longer, observe also that your throat remain relaxed and open even during the pauses. 3 more observing breaths. At the end of the 3rd, take control and create a long, slow, and steady breath. Observe your lungs filling up slowly and getting empty slowly. Observe your body expanding with every inhalation and gently contracting with every exhalation. Long, slow, steady breath. Observe your belly becoming wider with every inhalation. Observe the navel moving down toward the spine With every exhalation, observe your chest expanding with every inhalation. Observe the ribs getting closer together with every exhalation. Long, slow, steady breath. From your next breath, start lengthening the exhalation without forcing. Just play with your breath and observe your body. Create an exhalation longer than the inhalation, but keep the body as much as you can relaxed. If there's a small tension rising, if it's really small, you can keep it. Keep on working in that way. Because you're working to expand your comfort zone. But if the tensions are a little bit too deep, and then your body get tensed, get contracted, then nothing will move. So step back. Play with your breath. Play with your comfort zone, but in a gentle way. Keep it easy, keep it soft. Long, slow, steady breath. Exhalation longer than the inhalation. Allow your body to relax deeper and deeper with every exhalation. Imagine that all tensions get released by the exhalation. It's leaving more and more relaxed. And now, starting from your next breath, still keeping the exhalation longer than the inhalation, hold the breath at the end of the exhalation. Just for a brief moment. You don't need to deepen too much this pose. But I want you to create a moment of peace while holding the breath. So inhale, exhale completely, and just for a brief moment, hold the breath. While holding the breath, relax your body, let go. And listen to the feelings. You will feel some good feelings, but maybe you can also feel something not so good, not so pleasant. Now, it's up to you to work on your mind and focus on the good feelings, on the peaceful feelings. I want you to feel calm, relaxed, at peace. It can be just a really small moment, but I want you to leave that moment. Inhale, exhale completely, release all tensions. At the end of the exhalation, hold the breath. And feel. all the good feelings, emotions. Keep on breathing this way. 3 more breaths. Inhale, exhale completely, and at the end of the exhalation, hold the breath. While holding the breath, relax completely your body, your mind, and enjoy this moment of peace. At the end of the 3rd breath, go back to a normal breath, not controlled. And observe the breath becoming lighter and lighter, more and more silent. Observe your body completely relaxed. Take again the control of your breath. Increase an abdominal breath. Just the belly moves, not the chest. Allow the belly to expand with every inhalation. Allow the navel moving down toward the spine with every exhalation. Allow your body to move, to expand with every inhalation. Allow the navel to move down toward the spine with every exhalation. Observe that you may experience some tension around the diaphragm. Observe. Observe those tensions. Keep this abdominal breath, but go a little bit deeper. Observe which part of your body is more tense. Observe if you can relax your body. Three more abdominal breaths. Just the belly moves, not the chest. At the end of the 3rd, move to a thoracic breath. So now the belly doesn't move, and it's just the chest expanding, especially to the side, with every breath. The belly doesn't move. The rib cage expands to the side with every inhalation. Observe the muscles around your rib cage working to expand your rib cage. Observe the muscles between each ribs activating to expand the rib cage. But on the front side of your chest, but also on your back. And even there, go deeper. The belly doesn't move, not now. It's just the chest expanding, especially to the sides. Use your muscles to help you create this wider inhalation. Three more breaths. Push the ribs to the side with every inhalation. At the end of the third, create a breathing cycle starting on the belly and then moving up to the chest. First, the belly expands, then is the chest expanding. Keep the belly expanded also when you move to the chest. It's not easy, I know, but you can do it. So inhale, belly, chest. Exhale, observing which part of your body moves first. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale and observe. One more time. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale, observe. Now take the control also on the exhalation. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale, belly, chest. Allow the belly to deflate first, still keeping the chest expanding. So you need to use the muscles around the ribcage to keep the ribcage open. And only on the second part of the exhalation, you allow the ribcage to get more contracted. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale, belly, chest. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale, belly, chest. Keep on breathing with this technique. And allow your chest to expand deeper and deeper. 3 more breaths. At the end of the third breath, go back to a normal breath. Allow your belly to relax completely. Allow your body, your whole body to relax completely. Observe your breath becoming lighter and lighter. Now, still keeping the arms rolled outward, where the palm of the hand fixing the sky, and the shoulder blades down toward the ground, and slide toward the waist. Bend your knees and move the feet quite close to the buttocks. Allow the 2 knees to drop to the right. Small torsions. Keep the feet wide as the hips. So the feet doesn't really move. Yes, exactly. Go back to center and allow the 2 knees to drop to the left. Feet still in this position. Let's move to the inner side of the right feet and the outer one and the left one. Go back to center and again allow the knees to drop to the right. Turn your head to the left. More pressure. Come back to center and allow the 2 knees to drop to the left. Turn the head to the right. Come back to center. Lift your legs up to the sky. Feet mid-pointed. It means that the feet is pointed, but not the toes. The toes are relaxed. Okay, stay there. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, still keeping the legs vertical, put your arms in cactus pose. Stay there. Keep the left leg up to the sky. Now move the right one at 45 degrees. Stay there for 3 breaths. Legs are straight and active. Feet flexed but not the toes. Toes completely relaxed. At the end of the 3rd breath, lift the right leg up and move the left one at 45 degrees. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, move the right leg at 45 degrees. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, bend your knees and put your feet down on the ground. Okay. Still with the arms in cactus pose. Inhale. And with the exhalation, push with the feet against the ground to lift the hips. Take the tailbone under. Tilt your hips backward. If you want to, you can contract your buttocks to help you create this tilting back of the hips, but don't lift the hips too much. I want you to keep the shoulder blades flat onto the ground, completely flat onto the ground. Really slowly, lower your hips. Now bring the knees toward the chest without the help of the arms. Keep the arms in cactus pose. Keep the knees as much as you can close to the chest and keep in this position. Roll to the right, but keep the arms in cactus pose down toward the ground. Allow the knees to move as much as you can, close to the ground. If it doesn't touch the ground, it's not a problem. And now, come back up. Knees really close to the chest and roll to the left. Arms still in the same position, doesn't move. And back to the center. Now, move the knees right vertical over the hips. Keep the feet completely relaxed. Keep the tibias and calf muscles completely relaxed. Stay there, 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, leave the tibias and put it just parallel to the ground. Stay there for 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, put your hands over the knees. Lift the head, look at your belly, and lift gently your shoulders. You can bend your elbows and lift the shoulders as much as you can. Stay there. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, go down and put your feet down. Arms in cactus pose. Move the feet a little bit closer to the buttocks. Inhale. With exhalation, push with the feet against the ground. Contract your buttocks to tilt your hips backward. Keep the shoulder blades completely flat onto the ground. Relax your belly. Belly completely relaxed.
and go down. Inhale. With the exhalation, push with the feet against the ground again. Contract your buttocks. Keep the knees quite close to each other. Relax completely your belly. And start relaxing a little bit, also your buttocks. So there will be a bit of contraction in order to keep the hips tilting back, but not as hard as before. Allow the buttocks to go down toward the ground. Lift the tibias again, parallel to the ground. Keep the knees right over the hips. Straighten your arms next to the hips. Lift your head, lift your shoulders. Imagine that someone is pulling your hands to the top, to the front of the mat. Activate your abdominal muscles to lift also your shoulder blades. More. And stay there. Relax. Allow the feet to move down. Relax completely the arms. You can keep it next to the hips now. Inhale. With the exhalation, push with the feet against the ground. Tilt the hips backward. Lift the hips. Stay there. Shoulder blades flat onto the ground. So the hips is not super high. We're not doing the bridge. Now lower hips. Put your tibias again parallel to the ground. Now I want you to grab with your hands the back of the knees or thighs. Lift your head, lift your shoulders. Activate your abdominal muscles, and now straighten your legs and use the legs to lift your torso. Use the hands. Yes, there. More. Yeah, yes. Almost there. Okay. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, Navasana, normal Navasana. So keep the arms parallel to the ground without grabbing your legs. At the end of the third, cross your legs. Put your hands over the knees. Lift the sternum. Shoulder blades down. Ruth, it's Tara's fault. Yeah, but in all honesty, it's good for anyone to work on the core. But still. So actually, we have to thank Tara. So put your hands over the knees, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, belly in. To create a small activation of the abdominal muscles, but not too much. Find the compromise. When you activate your abdominal muscles, you kind of lift the whole spine. But if it's a little bit too contracted, then nothing will move, not even the energy. So it's just a small activation to have the uplift of the spine, but without contracting too much the muscles, to allow then the energy to flow. And given this small activation, create circles just with the lumbar spine. The head doesn't move. Turn also on the other side. Okay. Keep the sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, turn to the right. Put your left hand outside of your right knee. Put your right hand down on the ground, aligned with the coccyx, but a little bit back. So lean gently back. Keep the sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Turn the torso and look behind you. Even there, keep the small activation of the abdominal muscles. Stay there, keep the shoulders away from the ears. Lift the sternum a little bit more, Tara. And come back to center. Change the crossing of your legs. So sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, turn to the left. Put your right hand outside of your left knee. Put your left hand aligned with the coccyx, but a little bit back. Lean gently back. Sternum lifted. Like you want to almost, not really, but almost arch your spine. The spine has to be as much as you can straight. But since we're not used to have the arched spine, go a little bit more toward that limit. So lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, and turn. Turn also your head. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, belly in, sternum lifted. Stay there. And back. Okay. Dandasana. Straight legs. Roll the thighs inward. Push the lumbar spine forward. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Move the shoulders gently back. You can check on your camera if your shoulders are right above the hips. And once that you have this position, recall the feeling. I want you to have the possibility to recall that feeling to keep you straight. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Bend your right leg, slide the right ankle under the left knee without moving the right leg. Bend the left leg in front and flex your feet in order to have less pressure on the outer side of the ankle. Tilt the hips forward. Push the lumbar spine forward. Really slowly start leaning forward. Keeping the spine as much as you can straight. When you reach a maximum, find a comfortable position for your hands to help you keep the position. And stay there for 3 long breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, allow your spine to unbend and go all the way down. Relax completely your arms, your shoulders, your neck, your face, the whole back, and the belly. Stay there. 3 breaths. And at the end of the 3rd, really slowly come back up. Straighten your legs. Roll the thighs inward. Push the lumbar spine forward. Recreate the straight line from the shoulders to the hips. Completely vertical. Perfect Dandasana. And then bend your left leg. Slide the left ankle under the right knee. Without moving the left leg, Let the right leg in front. Bend your ankle, so keep the feet flat. Keep the sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Tilt your hip forward. Keep the spine as much as you can straight. When you reach your maximum, find a comfortable position, comfortable support for your hands, for your shoulders, and stay there for 3 long breaths. At the end of the third, really slowly, allow your spine to relax completely. Relax your spine, your back, your neck, your face, shoulders, arms, 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, really slowly, come back up. Straighten your legs again. And bend both knees. Drop your legs, walk back with your feet, and find balance. Allow your head to move toward the chest, close your eyes, and just stay there. And this stable instability. The body moves just a tiny bit, but you're still balanced. Also, your breath have an impact on your balance, so you can use your breath to help you stay stable. Stay there, gently. Three more breaths. And at the end of the third breath, lift your head, open your eyes. Lift your tibias again. And put your arms parallel to the tibias. Lift the sternum and move the shoulder blades down. Move the shoulders down. Stay there. Keep the two knees together. Now I want you to keep also the feet together. Then move the feet really slowly toward the ground. As soon as you touch gently the ground with your toes, lift it up again. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Cross your legs. Lean forward and enter a tabletop position. Keep the hands right under the shoulder. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale and keep the two knees together. Inhale. With the exhalation, roll your hips backward. Push the spine up to the sky. Lift the right leg, with the right knee, and move the right knee toward the forehead. Try and touch the forehead. Inhale, straighten your leg back and roll the legs gently inward to keep the hips squared. Exhale, knee to forehead. As much as you can. Go, 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 go. And straighten your leg. The hard part is touching the forehead. So exhale, knee to forehead. Go. Push with the hands against the ground and activate your core muscles as much as you can. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, and another time. Knee to forehead. Inhale, straighten your leg. And one last time. Exhale, knee to forehead. And go down. Inhale. With the exhalation, roll the hips backward. Lift the left knee and move the left knee to the forehead. Activate your core muscles as much as you can. It is possible. Inhale, straighten your leg. Roll the leg inward to keep the hips squared. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, knee to forehead. Try and touch as much as you can. Inhale, knee to forehead. Exhale, forehead. And one more time. Inhale, straighten your leg, and exhale, knee to forehead. Knee down, create circles with your hips along the spine. Look on one side and on the other side. Now, move the elbows down a little bit closer compared to the shoulders. Interlace the hands and push with the elbows against the ground to lift a little bit the chest. Move the chest gently forward to keep the shoulders wide and away from the ears. Keep in this position, lean gently on the left knee, straighten your leg behind you. Roll the leg gently inward. Keep on pushing with the elbows against the ground. Keep on moving the chest forward. Stay there. And change leg. So right knee down. Lean on the right knee. Straighten your left leg. Roll the left leg gently inward. Even there. Push with the elbows against the ground. Push the chest forward. Stay there. 3 breaths. And go down. Straighten the right leg again. Put the feet flat and lower your feet down to the ground. Once that you have your feet down, the right feet down, push the heel as much as you can back. Keep the right feet in this position and lift the left leg up. Roll the leg inward to keep it straight, to get the hips square. Flex your left feet and put it down to the ground, right next to the left, to the right one. And now, create a plank pose. So move the chest forward to lower the hips. Belly in. You can contract your buttocks to tilt your head forward and backward. 3 breaths. Move the hips a little bit higher, Ruth. Knees down. So we're working also on the arms, I know. And now we're gonna do it on the other side. So walk forward with your knees, Tara. Now, lift the left leg up, roll it inward. Flex your feet, put the feet down. Push the heel back. Push with the elbows against the ground. Lift the right leg up squared. Hips squared. Lower your feet next to the left one. Move the chest forward to create a straight line. Keep on pushing with the elbows against the ground, belly in. Stay there. And really slowly go down on the knees again. Child pose just for 3 breaths, so you can relax a little bit. Find a version that is more comfortable for you. At the end of the third, lift your chest up. Sit on the middle of the mat. Put your left hand toward the front of the mat. Well, to the left, whichever it is. Quite far away from your feet. Roughly in the middle of the mat. Now straighten your right leg and put the feet toward the front of the mat. Okay. Now push with the left tibia down on the ground to lift your hip. If you need to find a more comfortable position, just go ahead. Keep the left hip right above the knee. Lift the right arm up, roll it outward, and keep the shoulders away from the ears. Allow the right arm to move down. Push the thumb back and look up to the sky. Deep stretch. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, you're in the starting position, seated on the heels. Put your right hand down on the ground on the right side of the mat. A little bit more to the right, because it was a little bit too close to the knees. Straighten your left leg and put the feet quite forward. Okay. Now push with the right tibia against the ground to lift your hip. You can check on your video. You should have the hip right over the knee, so the thigh has to be vertical as much as you can. Okay, now move the chest forward, so actually to the right. Lift the left arm up, roll it outward, and keep the shoulders away from the ears. Allow the left hand to move down. Stretch the whole left side of your body. Push the thumb back and look up. 3 breaths. Look up. At the end of the third, come back to center. We're gonna do roughly the same, but the left hand down on the ground, toward the middle of the mat. Okay, that's good. Straighten the right leg, but put it back. Okay, now push with the tibia against the ground to lift. So it's different. The thigh is still vertical. So actually, Tara, just check your alignment. Okay. Now, I want you to push with the left hand against the ground Lean gently back and activate the muscles on the right leg to lift the left one and put it on the front of the mat. So you really have to push with the hand and with the right leg to lift, to be able to lift the, okay, yeah, more to the front, more to the front. Okay, stay there, 3 breaths. At the end of the third, and again, your starting position. I know it's not easy. The problem here is that you need to use your muscles in a different way, because you're not only supporting your body, but they have to push your body up to allow the lower leg to slide out of the body structure. So that is harder, but you can do it, and you did it. Simply your body didn't really know what you were doing, but now you know. So now put your right hand down on the ground, roughly in the middle of the mat. Straighten your left leg, but put the left feet back. Lift the hips. Find the verticality of the right thigh. Lean gently back. Lift the left arm, can help. And now I want you to push a little bit more with the right hand and activate your left leg. You want to push the feet down to have the force to lift and slide the right feet forward. You can do it. Push harder. Okay, stay there. And go down. Hard, I know. Yes, it's hard for not only the arms, but entering the space in this variation, you're working also on that area, the all core muscles. So inner muscles and outer muscles. Okay, now go down on your left elbow. Put the left forearm parallel to the short side of the mat. The tip of the fingers are on the edge of the mat. Straighten your right leg, just the right one. And walk with the feet a little bit to the left. So I want you to have the right hip, the right side of the hip, actually more to the left compared to the left one. Wait, I'm gonna show you in a different way maybe. So here's the line of my hip, okay? And the normal position is there. So to have the lower hip forward compared to the upper one. What I want you to do is the opposite. So I want you to move the upper side of the hip forward to have it almost vertical, okay? Okay, so you're gonna feel this side quite crunched. Okay, good, perfect. Now, put your right feet down on the ground. The base of the feet is touching the ground. Okay, it's not comfortable, I know, but we're gonna move quite fast. So now, start pushing with the left elbow down and lift the hip. You can use the right and the left knee to help you. But now you're gonna straighten the left leg forward without touching the ground. You have to push more, and down. It's super hard. I know. It's really super hard. If it's a little bit too hard, there's another variation. So the preparation is exactly the same. So I want you to keep the hip to the left, to have this side quite cramped. The right feet down. You start pushing, you start lifting. There, you simply do this. Lift and down, lift and down. If you want to, you can bend gently also the right knee. Just a tiny bit, not too much. You lift and down, lift and down, lift and down, and go down. The secret in this pose is using the force of the elbow and the leg to lift the hips higher than the straight line. That is, if I have a simple straight line from the head to the toe, it's impossible to lift the other leg. Right, impossible. That's why I wanted to move your feet closer. So when you push, you can lift the hips higher. If you don't have the hips higher, it's impossible to lift the lower one. Just impossible. That's the problem. Okay, yes. Good. The more is high, the hip, the better it is. And Sarah, I'm really sorry that you should pay attention on what you ask. Okay, let's gonna move to the other side. So exactly the same, just to try and work a little bit balanced. Put your right elbow down. The tip of the fingers are on the edge, roughly. Keep the right knee bent. Straighten the left leg, but push the upper hip to the right to have this side of the torso cramped. Now, push with the elbows against the ground and lift the hips. So the lift is higher than the straight line. And there, either you straighten your right leg or you simply lift and down, lift and down, lift and down, lift and down. Good. You see, now it's easier. This side is easier, maybe. Okay, that's really good. Now, lay down on the mat. Since you already did several standing poses, today we're not going to really stand. So, straighten your right leg down on the ground and slide the left feet under the right knee. Keep the top of the feet and the back of the knee in contact and turn completely to the right. Put the left knee down on the ground and put your right hand just outside of your left knee. Just keep it down. Keep the knee down. Lift the left arm up. And now, before allowing the hand to go down, push the back of the head away from the shoulder. Okay, once that you have this movement, now yes, allow the hand and the arm to move down to the ground. The left knee is still touching the ground. This is the priority. Push the back of the head away from the shoulder to lengthen your spine. 3 breaths. Look at your left hand. At the end of the 3rd breath, come back to center. Take your time. Don't do it in a hurry. Okay. Straighten your left leg. Slide the right feet under the left knee. Keep the top of the feet and the back of the knee in contact while you roll to the left. Right knee down to the ground. Left hand over the knee to keep it down. Lift the right arm up. Push the back of the head away from the shoulder. And then, so keeping the back of the head away from the shoulder, allow the right hand to move down to over the ground. Look at your right hand, still keeping the right knee down to the ground and the back of the head away from the shoulders. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, come back to center. Now, lift both knees, both feet, and cross the left leg over the right one. Okay. Put your right feet down. And now, we're thing today. Now, walk with your right feet to the left. Okay. As much as you can. Keep the feet quite close to the left buttocks. And there, allow the 2 knees to go down to the right. Turn, tilt to the right completely. You will have the right feet quite close to the buttocks. I want you to lift the feet and grab it with the hand, with the left hand, like that. Okay. Now, move the right knee back. So you have a quite intense torsion of the torso already. Put your right hand over or in contact with the left knee to keep it down to the ground. And just to create another energetical link, put your left feet in contact with your right knee. Just in front. Yes. Okay, that's good. And now turn your head to the left. If you can, slide the shoulder blades. So the waist and pull the back of your head away from the shoulders. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, release. Go back to the starting position. Lift the 2 knees, cross the right leg over the left one. Put your left feet down and walk the feet to the right. The left feet is really close to the right buttocks. And now turn to the left. Lift the left feet and grab it with your right hand. Move the knee, the left knee back. Put your left hand in contact with your right knee. And to create the link, an adjustable link, put the left feet in contact with the right knee. Push the back of the head away from the shoulders, shoulder blades down, and turn the head to the right. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back to center. Starting position again. Lift the knees. Grab the knees with the arms and push the knees over the chest to lengthen your lumbar spine. Push the back of the head away from the shoulders, even there. Close your eyes, 3 breaths. And just before Shavasana, roll on the right and left side, or if this is a little bit too intense, you can create circles with your knees, keeping the knees together. In that case, do it on the 2 sides. Whenever you feel ready, enter Shavasana. Take everything you need to be comfortable in Shavasana. You can use bolster, you can use eye pillows, you can use a folded blanket, you can use everything you need to be comfortable. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant the mantra. And at the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. Till that moment, just relax. Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Slowly, start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Gently stretch your body. Bend your knees and roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before sitting comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. Keep the spine straight yet relaxed. Put your hands in Ananda Mudra or Chin Mudra, so thumb and index finger together, palm of the hand either facing the sky or the ground. Even there, gently lift the sternum and move the shoulder blades down. With your eyes closed, your face completely relaxed. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.